You know what would
copyright.
suck? If, you know, the consensus on this was divided, because then we'd be split.
What's up, motherfuckers? This is another episode of After Credits, but we're gonna do things a little differently because we're gonna tell you the non-spoiler section before we actually go see this motherfucker. For reasons that we'll disclose later, we are 10 minutes away from the beginning of Split, the new horror film directed by M. Night Shyamalan, starring James McAvoy as a guy with 23 different personalities inside that one amazingly lovable, handsome cranium of his. But he adopts these three teenagers. One of them is the girl from The Witch.
Adopts?
Abducts?
Abducts? That's what I said?
You said adopt.
You did say adopt.
You said adopt.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be...
He adopts them forcefully. With every M. Night Shyamalan film, there's always a twist! So, before the movie starts, we're gonna go around the table and guess, each of us, what we think the twist is. And, you know, whoever's either got it right or the closest to right gets bragging rights for the entire video. My idea is that the movie presents this as 23 different personalities. I think the twist is there's actually going to be 23 different James McAvoys.
Someone had like 23 babies at the same time and they all looked identical. Damn.
Yeah!
That's
fucking do it! 23 James McAvoys,
That's
23 X-Men sequels in 23 different timelines.
X23.
I think that the other two girls that get abducted are like and Anya Taylor-Joy also has like the multiple
That's what I was gonna say. Well, he stole my
does,
idea,
yeah.
so can we like both win?
No.
It's okay, Brittany.
Come up with something original.
That's fucked
That
up.
was original, he just beat me to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well then, come up with another original thing.
That's fucked up. My prediction for the twist of this film is that Bruce Willis has been dead the whole time.
Okay, what if the girls, sort of like what you said, and by what you said I mean what I thought, the girls are actually the crazy ones, and not the guy.
And they were the one that kidnapped him.
And they're the ones who are messing everything up.
My prediction is that they were actually in the present the entire time.
What if the twist is that James McAvoy is an alien and they got abducted?
The twist is that
It was all a dream.
oh no, it was
Used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
no, for real though. You know the meaning behind the song 4062, right? There are many references to a shadow in the song. This is a reference to Carl Jung's working theory. The shadow is everything in us that is unconscious, repressed, undeveloped, and denied. These are dark, rejected aspects of our being. There is supposedly good in our shadow as well.
It sounds like something Freud would
However, since it is only our unconscious, we are unaware of what that good is. The song talks about stepping through the shadow, longing for a deeper understanding of unconsciousness and who we are, leading to a sort of higher state of being. He might be going through a metamorphosis that leads to the 24th personality being a higher step of being like a final form.
I haven't even reached my final form! Ah! Alright, so that's it. We're gonna go watch this movie, and the next cut you see, you're gonna find out, spoiler alert, from here on out, the next cut is gonna tell you the very ending, the twist of this movie. Are you ready? If not, the time code's right here. We're gonna give you our final thoughts and our scores out of 6 stars in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on your to one.
Yes.
What does he win?
Go on your to one bragging rights.
Oh.
Fucking bragging rights, the championship of the world,
I'll
apparently.
give you a Thin Man. Do you want one of those as a prize?
I don't like them unless they're cold.
Yeah, right. They're rather frozen. Am I the only one who didn't like it?
You're the odd woman out in this.
I didn't love it, but I was really entertained.
Ridiculous.
And then it started getting stupid, but then the ending like blew my mind. So
The ending was cool. It didn't build up to it very well, so it was kind of just like in your face all of a sudden.
no, but it's like I
That's
was
the only part that
because
sucked
this
me
isn't
in.
supposed to be an Unbreakable sequel. It's just I think it's just a movie in the Unbreakable universe.
Spoiler, so the very last second of this, or scene of this film. They're talking about this guy. They're talking about Kevin on the news, like, oh, he has 23 personalities. You know, and his name around authorities is the Horde. And then two girls are like talking. They're like, isn't that like that guy 15 years ago? What was his name? The guy in the wheelchair. And then Bruce Willis was on screen drinking a coffee next to them, and he said something.
He said Mr. Glass, because that's, if you haven't seen, okay, spoilers for Unbreakable, I guess.
15 years ago.
Okay, if you haven't, first of all, I haven't seen Unbreakable. It's fucking fantastic. I think it's M. Night Shyamalan's best movie. Basically, a superhero movie with Bruce Willis is, he ends up becoming that he's a superhero. At the end of the movie, it's revealed that Samuel L. Jackson, who is kind of his mentor, is the villain in this sort of universe. And he goes by his childhood nickname, which was Mr. Glass, because he had a very brittle body and his bones would break really easily.
I'm excited for the Shyamalan cinematic universe.
I wonder if he's actually gonna...
With the Shyamavengers, man.
Oh,
I named it.
Here's the thing,
Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, Mel Gibson.
Anya Taylor-Joy be like one of the Shyamavengers, because she kind of has like powers at the end too.
Does she?
I thought that that's what they were kind of implying when her body started being like...
Her body had scars.
Yeah.
It didn't transform that way.
I got that, but I thought that she was gonna fucking like be one of the Shyamavengers.
He just like hasn't evolved yet, basically.
No, she is evolved.
It's like Pokemon.
That's fun.
When she evolves into level 16, her arms become X-Acto blades.
Oh my god.
I just want to like go around real fast. Like, what did you guys generally think of this movie? Because I'm curious.
I thought it was pretty good.
I get what they were trying to do, and it was a very ambitious idea with a terrible execution.
It's funny how she fucking bashes good movies, and then bad movies she's like,
You know what they call that, Barnyard?
an opinion. Everyone's got one. They usually stink. Just like assholes.
Come out and state this right now. I am extremely biased. I'm going to school for psychology. I've studied this my entire life. And let me just say, half of the stuff they were saying was very wrong. And I know that's not the point of the movie, but it still got under my skin.
I was like kind of in the middle about this movie for the first like 2/3. I'm like, this is pretty good. Like, it's like nothing spectacular, but it's like a return to form for Shyamalan. It's not as good as his first 3 movies. Then some shit starts happening, and I'm like, what?
And it just starts happening.
It starts happening, and then like literally up until the last like 10 seconds of the movie, I'm like, this movie's whatever. And then the last 10 seconds happen, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, what the blah? This movie kind of reminded me a little bit of Green Room, in the sense that like, these aren't like, it's not as good as Green Room, but it's like, the way that the characters act, like, these aren't fucking like, you know, ninjas. They like, they would act like, they make dumb mistakes, but in the same way that
like a therapist going
people...
to a client's house.
I had fun.
Yeah, I do too.
I just had
me half the time.
I was, because you were getting so mad, and it just fueled my happiness.
Like, I know it's just me nerding out in the worst way possible.
The only scene in this movie that made
Still.
me mad was, and this makes me upset anytime I see a Shyamalan movie, is when he goddamn does a cameo. Because he's not a good actor. He's like terrible.
That's
like,
why he's only in it for 15 fucking seconds per movie.
In Signs, he's like a character, and he's in like several scenes.
No,
and,
he's
like,
not.
In Signs, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not in several scenes.
Yes, he is, because he's in he's in the scene when they first see him. Then he's in the scene where Mel Gibson
good point. Good point.
And then yeah.
I fucked up.
No,
I take that.
I love you.
Liam, unfuck you.
Reminds me of how much like I hate the Shyamalan of like a few years ago, and he's such like an egotist, and he's like, I can appear in my own movies because I'm so intellectual. He wasn't like as much up his own ass.
I have a lot of the feelings to this as I have to Signs, and I think this is a way more fun movie than Signs.
I love Signs.
Yeah,
I love Signs too.
Signs
I've
is
never seen
cool,
that one, is that?
but I think the twist in Sign is like really dumb in retrospect.
I don't know if it's just I really like the movie, or it's I really like the movie because I watched Scary Movie 3 at a young age. Which are both
And you got to
great
see
films.
Michael Jackson climb through the window and like act like the girl from the
The
others.
only scene from that movie that I remember.
Yep. There's
sorry.
great direction. When it gets tense in this movie,
Yeah.
your heart stops because you have no fucking idea what's about to happen.
I think great direction overpowers mediocre writing. James McAvoy is fucking great in this movie.
Because James McAvoy is shooting for the fucking stars, sun, and moon.
As much as I didn't like this movie, I did like his performance.
We only got like four or five in his
Yeah, they said
personalities.
23
That's true.
personalities.
Let's see.
Patricia,
Dennis, Barry, Beast, Jewel.
Anya Taylor-Joy was really good. I thought the other two girls were kind of like...
No, they were kind of disposable anyways.
Yeah.
They were unevolved, and so they were typical teenage girls. But Anya Taylor-Joy got, you know,
They weren't suffering.
raped as
they
a
died.
child of like maybe 6 or 7.
And that apparently saved her in the long run.
The only person who is pure is the person who's been through hell, who's been hurt, who's been torn.
This just seems like a really messed up philosophy. Like, oh, you were raped? No, it's a good thing. That's why I'm not gonna kill you.
This is gonna sound really bad. This movie
Be careful.
has like one of the funniest rape scenes
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
I've ever
yeah.
That
fucking
made me
seen.
genuinely uncomfortable.
Yeah, you look
He's sitting there hiding behind a rock, and he's like, hey, come over here, let's play like animals. And Shyamalan just does this really long pan where the guy's in his skiv, he's just going like, woo, wee. It's funny
Not
as
only
shit.
that, but he goes to the girl and he also goes, come on, you know animals don't wear clothes.
Scroll to the time code. Welcome back. We're just gonna hit you with our final thoughts and scores out of 6 stars. I kind of love it as a ridiculous movie. As a guy that recognizes that Signs is, for the most part, a really well executed stupid movie, I thought this was more stupid and ergo more fun. I love the tension he builds. I was drawn in by James McAvoy's performance in a way that I've never been drawn to a performance in an M. Night Shyamalan movie. This is fucking awesome. He morphs between these personalities at the drop of a dime. You can tell just by the way he moves his eyebrow who he's becoming. I thought the girls were fine. I thought the flashbacks worked in the same way as Signs, where you could tell, like, oh, eventually this is gonna build to something. Fuck it, I had a lot of fun in this one. I'm gonna go 4.5.
I didn't hate the movie. I can definitely appreciate and respect what they were trying to do. But I don't think they did it as well as they could have. I like the performances a whole lot. He did portray his personalities pretty well, like Daniel said. But the direction I thought was terrible. It was spotty and jumped around, and I think I'd give it a solid 3.
I was really entertained by this movie. There's a point where it completely crosses the line of believability.
Yeah.
I was going to I was at 3.5 for so long, but as I said before, the last twist in this movie blew my mind. So I am gonna go 4 out of 6.
I love McAvoy's performance. The way he could, like Daniel said, change a personality on a split of a diamond. You could tell who it was by the eyebrows. Overall, I definitely think this is a solid piece by Shyamalan. I hope to see more shit like this and more shit like The Visit come up. Give it a 4.5.
HK verdict of 4. See it before everybody spoils it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a cool movie to watch opening weekend with an audience.
I think the twist at the end definitely makes it worth it.
Yeah, you don't want to get this movie spoiled for you.
If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to be the first to find out when new content comes out, please subscribe. We've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, links all below. Liam has a blog, liammgahan.wordpress.com. Our friend Noah has a review blog, but it's on Instagram. He is the Cinema Geek. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Y'all have a good night, and take care.
What's a twist?